Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're jumping into two really fascinating figures, Edgar Cayce and Nikola Tesla.
Yeah, on the surface, worlds apart, right? The sleeping prophet versus the master inventor.
Exactly. But you've pulled together some material suggesting, well, deeper connections. Our mission here is to unpack that, look beyond the obvious personas.
It gets interesting fast.
Okay, so what really grabbed me first was how they learned things. It wasn't exactly textbook, was it?
Not at all. Wildly unconventional, like you said. Casey's main thing was these self-induced trances.
Right, the trances he believed he was tapping into. What was it?
Universal consciousness, or the Akashic records. Think of it like a cosmic library of everything.
Wow. And didn't he have some weird ability as a kid, like sleeping on books?
Yeah, apparently. He could supposedly absorb the contents just by sleeping on them.
Okay, that's unusual. How does that even compare to Tesla? He was an engineer.
Well, Tesla had his projective methodology. He described being able to project out an image, a complete visualization.
Like seeing the invention fully built in his head.
Exactly. Complex machines, perfectly formed, before building anything physical. Some people have even compared it to astral projection, though that's, an interpretation.
So wait, both are kind of bypassing normal ways of knowing, one through trance, one through this intense visualization?
That's the core of it. They weren't just doing trial and error in the traditional sense. They seemed to tap into understanding from, somewhere else, beyond just the physical observation we usually rely on.
Suggesting maybe intuition and invention aren't so far apart?
Could be. It definitely blurs the lines.
Okay, so beyond how they learned, their actual view of the universe seems similar too. This whole energy, frequency, vibration thing.
Absolutely key. It was fundamental for both. For Cayce, it was more metaphysical.
How so?
He believed everything. Consciousness, matter, it's all connected by vibration.
Yeah.
He even famously said, sound will be the medicine of the future.
Sound as medicine. Okay. And Tesla, he was using this stuff, right?
Right. Pure practical application. His work with AC electricity, the Tesla coil generating high frequencies. That is manipulating energy and vibration.
The Wardenclyffe Tower project, that was part of it too?
Oh, definitely. His grand vision was free, wireless electricity for everyone, sent through the air using these principles.
So you've got Cayce exploring the, let's say, spiritual side of vibration and Tesla engineering the physical side.
Precisely. Different facets of the same underlying reality, seen through different lenses.
Which then brings us, maybe surprisingly, to health. How do these two connect when it comes to healing?
It's a really striking convergence. Cayce is widely called the father of holistic medicine, right? Thousands of readings on health, mind-body connection.
Yeah, his focus was very much on well-being.
But here's the kicker. There's a device called the violet ray. Been used in healthcare for 75 years or more.
Okay.
It's based directly on Tesla's coil technology. And guess what? Cayce specifically mentioned this kind of device as beneficial in his readings.
Wait, really? Cayce recommended something based on a Tesla invention.
Explicitly, you have intuitive guidance pointing to a specific technology developed by this visionary scientist.
That's pretty compelling, not just a coincidence then.
It certainly makes you think. It shows how insights from, seemingly opposite fields, psychic readings and hard science, can actually align on practical things like health. There are even modern projects, like Tesla's medicine, looking back at his work for integrative healthcare ideas.
Yet, despite all this, neither of them really got mainstream acceptance in their lifetime, did they? Tesla died broke. Cayce faced legal issues.
Oh, fortune-telling charges for Cayce. They were both fringe figures in many ways.
Why the resistance? Too radical.
Pretty much. Their ideas were revolutionary. They challenged the scientific thinking of the time and potentially economic models, too, especially Tesla's free energy idea. That kind of disruption rarely gets an easy welcome.
But they've kind of been proven right, or at least incredibly influential after the fact.
Absolutely. Look at the organizations dedicated to them now. Cayce has the ARE, the Association for Research and Enlightenment, preserving his work.
Right. Keeping the readings alive.
And for Tesla, there's the Tesla Science Center at Wardenclyffe, aiming to inspire new inventors based on his legacy.
So it's like their visionary status, maybe dismissed initially, got fully recognized later on.
A classic story for truly groundbreaking thinkers. Vindication often comes posthumously.
So bringing this all together, what's the takeaway for you listening right now?
Well, I think Cayce and Tesla really push us to think about what genius actually looks like. How does real breakthrough knowledge happen?
And it's not always linear, is it?
Definitely not. Their lives show that intuition, these big visionary leaps, can go hand in hand with rigorous science and tech. The lines aren't as sharp as we sometimes think.
Between science and maybe something more spiritual?
Exactly. And the fact we're still talking about them, that their work is preserved, shows how vital it is to keep hold of unconventional knowledge, too.
So here's a final thought to leave you with. What if the next big leaps forward don't come from staying in our neat little boxes? What if they come, like Cayce and Tesla showed us, from looking beyond those boundaries and seeing the universal connections in everything? Something to chew on.